Gary, usually we begin by talking about the previous game, but it's a bit different today. Was Tuesday just one of those things?
Yeah, it's probably our best performance of the season. We didn't put a foot wrong. No, it's disappointing. Obviously, for the game to be called off that late, I feel for our supporters travelling all the way over there in good numbers again, and you know, we've had to rearrange the game for next Tuesday. Yeah, I was disappointed because obviously after the result at the weekend, we were looking to go there and put in a performance and try to back it up, but it wasn't to be. But yeah, disappointed that it was called off so late.
Are you happy? You're clearly happy to return to Bromley so soon, with the game being rearranged for next Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, we've got a busy schedule coming up with Christmas and New Year period. I didn't want it to be planted in closer to that and Christmas, New Year, and obviously if you drag it on into the New Year, I think our home game against them is in February, I believe. So and obviously with the game in hand, you don't want to. You want to know where you're standing. You know, you can leave it and say, yeah, we've got a game in hand, but I'd rather play the game and see where you are. So that's why we wanted to get the game in fairly quickly.
It was frustrating, but maybe you've highlighted a second benefit, that the other results seem to go our way on Tuesday, and we're no further away from the top than we were before kick-off. And also, does it give extra period of recovery for the players ahead of this weekend?
Yeah, you know what I'm like. I'm only really concerned about how we perform and how, you know, what points total we got, and you know, that's all I basically look at. But you can look at it, you know, for Saturday we didn't have a midweek game, and you're going into this game fresher. But on the flip side of that, when we sit down next week, you could say we've had a midweek game and Torquay haven't. So it is what it is. You play your games when they're there. Unfortunately, our game was called off on Tuesday, and we are in the situation we're in. So we're looking forward to playing the league leaders on Saturday, and it'll be a game that we're all looking forward to. They
are the league leaders. It should be as well as a good game, it should be a good occasion at the AFC Stadium.
Yeah, I think so. You know, you can, you know, gauge where you are against a team that are sitting top of the division. So you know, they've done very, very well this season. You know, I know the manager well. He's recruited well. He's done a very good job, and you know, we can see where we are also come Saturday.
It's the top scorers in the division against the best defence in the National League. Does something have to give? Something will have to give, yeah, I'm sure.
It is what it is, you know. It's a good team who've done very well this year, you know, and I'm expecting a decent crowd for a home game against the league leaders. So yeah, you're right, something's got to give, and let's go and give a good account of ourselves.
Wrexham have only conceded 6 goals in their 10 away games. Without giving your game plan away, are there any keys to breaking down such a tight defence? Is it just being patient and hoping that the chances will come?
Yeah, I can say we're going to go with 6 up front to make it difficult for them, but no, we're going to have to be patient, you know, and we have to also, you know, be aware that we need to be on the front foot, but also, I think I touched on it on one of our recent games at home. Sometimes, you know, you have to go back and, you know, to the keeper, and you know, to allow the opposition to come onto you, and we have to be patient with our build-up. And I know, you know, we want attacking, exciting football all the time, but sometimes it's done for a reason, and I think against a team that set up really well defensively and have looked solid this season, you know, we're going to have to be patient with our build-up at times. So let's see how the game pans out.
In that, a game lasts 90-95 minutes. You can't be 100 mile an hour attacking for the whole game. No. You've got to manage it, yeah. And that sometimes involves going back.
Well, I think a good example was Hartlepool away. I thought we managed the game really well, and we weren't gung-ho. You know, yeah, we want to be attacking, we want to be on the front foot, but there's ways and means and methods to get to that final third of the pitch, and there's a lot of different ways of doing it. And as I say, sometimes you need to go backwards to go forwards.
You already mentioned the fans with their fruitless trip to Bromley.
Yeah.
187 of them at Hartlepool. They've had a tough week on the road, but goes without saying that they've played their part in this run in this week and the players appreciate their efforts as well.
They play their part in every game, and the players, love playing in front of them, both home and away. And the atmosphere they generate is fantastic. And if that can happen again this Saturday, and make it a difficult, place for Wrexham to come to, it will make their task a lot harder. So, but we've also got to perform. We've got to make sure that we perform and we give a good account of ourselves against the team that are sitting at the top.
Any team news? Clearly, hopefully no fresh injuries from Tuesday, but a couple of players are coming closer to first team consideration.
Bobby and Matty are going to do more work with Russ today out on the grass, and that's encouraging, obviously. Obviously, with the game being called off on Tuesday, we've had no fresh injury worries from a match situation. So we just got to get through the training now, and hopefully everybody's fit and available for selection for the weekend.
Thank you, Gary. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.